Welcome back once more to Tribal Wars. This week it's Modern Tribal Wars and I am playing Allies. This is a Angel of Glory's Rise ally combo deck. The idea being use Halimar Excavator to self-mill a Unburial Rites, an Angel of Glory's Rise and a bunch of human allies into the graveyard. You unburial the angel. That brings back all the human allies, which triggers the Halimar Excavator enough to mill out the opponent's entire deck. We also have Hedron Crab, which is just sort of Halimar Excavator 5, 6 and 7. It doesn't actually combo, but it does help set up the combo by milling yourself. And then for the allies, we've got Had a Free Blade, solid, early creature that gets nice and big as the game goes on. Kazandu Blade Master, similar thing. Undo Cleric, whenever an ally enters battle, you may gain life equals the number of allies you control, so that can get out of hand pretty quickly and buy plenty of time to actually get to the combo. And Jwari Shapeshifter, which is just a clone. Ally cloner. And then there's a pair of mirror entities for you can certainly have draws where you don't actually combo, but you go Had a Free Blade into Blade Master and a couple more allies, and then mirror entities potent finisher in that situation. Particularly with the Blade Master and the Free Blade, because it's the +1/+1 counters these get, so that synergizes well with the mirror entity. Thought Scour, just a bit of sort of incidental milling with a cantrip, and Path to Exile, just a tiny little bit of interaction when that's necessary. And then we've got a trio of these cards: Farm to Market, Quasi Duplicate, and Radical Idea. Main purpose of all these three is they can be cast from the graveyard and they let you discard a card. So if you get an Angel of Glory's Rise or an Unburial Rites trapped in hand, preventing you from actually comboing, you can mill these with the Excavator and then use them. The reason I'm running a 1-1-1 split is I could not figure out which one is the best for the deck. Farm to Market gives a bit more interaction if you actually draw it, attacking or blocking, and has the benefit of draw to discard 2. So if you've got an Angel of Glory's Rise and an Unburial Rites you need in the graveyard, you can ditch both of them. Quasi Duplicate works a bit better with the actual beatdown plan, which sometimes you have to do, because you can just copy another Blade Master or whatever, just copy another ally and trigger them all. But it has a disadvantage of you need to have a creature in play to be able to jumpstart it. So if, for example, you've got a nicely stocked graveyard and an Angel of Glory's Rise in hand, but the opponent just wrathed you, then you can't actually use Quasi Duplicate to get the Angel into the graveyard. I don't know how often that'll come up, but it's a consideration. And then Radical Idea is just a bit more draw and discard. Yeah, it's just has the advantage of being slightly cheaper, but that's basically it. I mean, it's just a fairly low impact card in its own right, but just 2 mana is less than 3. And then there's the mana base, which is not so sure about it. We're running basically all of the fetch lands I have access to. Marsh Flats and Polluted Delta and even a Windswept Heath. Definitely not as many fetch lands as is feasible, just because Hedron's so good, so much better with Hedron Crab. Then obviously some fetch lands. We're only touching into black for the Unburial Rites, hard casting Unburial Rites, which comes up sometimes, but it's not a huge deal. And then just some whatever we're calling these now, fast lands. And then just a single ally encampment, which is 1 mana of any colour, only to cast ally spells, and then you can sacrifice to return an ally you control to its hand. So mostly it's useful for saving a critical Halimar Excavator or a critical mirror entity or what have you. But sometimes you can use it to send something back and grow your free blades and blade masters up to enough to kill the opponent or what have you. So don't want too many of these, just because obviously no go to Heathen Crab, Thought Scar, Path to Exile, and Burial Rites. All of these for actually getting coloured mana, and it's not super often that you can afford to hold up one to use it, but it's a useful tool to have. The deck does kind of have an issue that sometimes you'll have draws where you for example have a Hedron Crab into like a shape an Undo Cleric and then a mirror entity, and it just feels like the deck essentially has two paths to victory. Of one is beat down with these cards and copying them and what have you, and the other is the combo. And they generally work well enough together, but you do occasionally get draws where you get a mix of the two strategies that don't come together very well. So you can have some awkward draws, but it's not a huge deal. It's just what it is. And well, the other issue with the deck is something that we'll probably see when we get into the actual games, which is now. Okay, here we are. Game 1 against Bandit Keith. I'm on the draw, but this seems like an acceptable hand. I mean, I've got Angel of Glory's Rise in hand, which is not ideal, but I've got some castable spells here, so that's always a place I like to start. Kind of annoying that the ally encampment means that I'll need to crack the marsh flats to be able to play the Hedron Crab, but certainly not mulliganing. Bandit Keith mulled down to 6 and then top the card. So I'm going to say Eldrazi, which, depending on what kind of Eldrazi, might be an issue. Just because of the real big ones that shuffle back into the library, or shuffle the graveyard back into the library. Guess I'll get blue-black because I've drawn the Unburial Rites. But it's, yeah, looks like well, sort of regretting the Watery Grave now. More likely there's no Eldrazi Titans in the deck, and it's just a sort of low to the ground Eldrazi. So options are Radical Idea to draw towards my next land drop, ditching the Angel obviously. Or just play a Had a Free Blade or an Undo Cleric. I'm just going to Radical Idea. Wait. Okay, it's instant speed, so I guess there's no reason to do it quite yet. Oh wait, is Radical Idea, is Jumpstart just sorcery? No, it's not. Okay, that would have been dumb. Ditch the Angel. Perfect. Ooh. So play Hedron crab into double Hadder free blade. That seems acceptable. Then the Undo Cleric can help. Let's go for the Harder free blades first. Undo Cleric can help undo some of this damage I'm doing to myself. Take another 3. This is going to be Thornartseer, okay. So unfortunately Exiles. So taking the Unburial Rites wouldn't be bad, but it might just... I don't know, let's just see what it'll take. Still a little ways off from actually being able to cast Unburial Rites. And there goes Undo Cleric, so it just wants to keep the pressure on my life total by the looks of it. Don't believe I've got anything relevant in my graveyard at the moment, no. So just play out the mirror entity. Alright, you know what I should have done is played the Windswept Heath first, and then I'll see if I had anything relevant in my graveyard. Okay, so yeah, I would have hit on Burial Rites, so that was... And then... Angel... Getting back Halimar. Might well have done it. So that was a... I was going to say minor misplay, but we'll see whether I die this turn as to whether it's minor. Remembering that the base stats on these free blades are 0/1s, so even just activating Mirror Entity for 1 does pump up their power. Okay, what's this? Wasteland Strangler. Okay. So I'll put the Undo Cleric back in my graveyard presumably, and then kill Mirror Entity most likely. Okay. Shrinking the out of Free Blade instead. Putting Radical Idea back in my graveyard. That doesn't seem right. Attacking for 7. Grab a Plains. Giving it 1, and then I'm just going to double block the Thoughtseer. Yeah, with these two. think I should be able to just win with the Burial Rites now, but I'd certainly prefer to get rid of the Thought-Knot Seer while I can. Okay, Ghost crossing his own land to get more mana. A different kind of mana. Just another Wasteland Strangler. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's Burial Rites and Angel of Glory's Rise. Brings back all the humans, which are all these things, and this is the second issue of the deck that I alluded to earlier. Is that MTGO does not really love it when you put this many triggers on the stack at the same time. It's a little bit slow. Okay, Bandit Keith has put me out of my misery and just conceded. So that's nice. There's certainly car situations where he simply can't combo out with the deck because it's just going to take too long and he'll time out instead. Okay, seems like a slightly line heavy but a just reasonable straight ally curve. Ooh, well, let's just do that. No, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have played the Darkspace Shore. I wasn't really thinking about. I was just thinking about the getting the fast land in first, but should have Hallowed Fountain for it, so then I could play Kazandu Blade Master next turn. Which now I won't be able to do. Possible that I shouldn't even shouldn't even be running Darkspace Shores, just be running the it's not really. I mean, I'm only touching black for the hardcast on Burial Rites, which isn't super common thing to do. Alright, that's... I'm just gonna grab a planes. Yeah, I mean, I actually screwed this curl up fairly spectacularly, because I also can't play Undo Cleric this turn and then Hadder and Blade Master next turn. So I guess I'm just gonna... Oh. Now I'm trying to decide which thing undoes my scrub more. I'm gonna go just had a free blade this turn. Watch this pretty badly, but I still want to get the cards, the growing cards in down first, really. Is this Reality Smasher? Yes. God, I'm just trying to remember how many basic planes I've got in my deck. Just the two, okay. Still nothing to cast from the graveyard. Let's play the Blade Master. Hopefully there's no second Reality Smasher or a Thought-Knot Seer here, because those could be problematic. Seems like another Reality Smasher to me. Yeah. Okay, it's just take a nice 10 damage. Come on, draw an ally that I can cast. Oh, okay. Oh right, okay, I hadn't considered that the Eldrazi Temples plus Fetid Heath as being a problem for him. Could be like a Fatal Push or something as well, which would be a problem. Yeah, it's Fatal Push. Took out the Hedron Crab. I don't mind that much, to be honest. So, what order do I want to play these two cards? Okay, if I play Undo Cleric first, that gains me 3 life, and then the other one gains me another 4. That's 7 up to 11. This is a 4-5. This is a 4-4, and this will be a 2-2. Yeah, I think I really just want the first strikers to be enough to take out one of the Reality Smashers, so I think I'm fine. Having this Blade Master be a bit smaller. So many triggers to automate. Just attack with the Vigilance. Ally. So a Removal spell might be a bit of an issue here. Oop, Thoughtseize, don't mind that. Hopefully not a third Reality Smasher. That might prove to be a problem. Okay. So what does this indicate? Because the obvious thing to do would be to block here, block here, block here. I take no damage, I eat this, and then trade either the Freeblade or the Cleric for the other one. I was going to say he's got no colourless mana, but you can do the Ghost Quarter trick again. Well, I mean, obviously I'm forced into blocking with something, so I kind of think this is the best thing to do. Yeah, let's go for it. What am I getting blown out by? Okay, just another Fatal Push maybe. Or a Path to Exile. Okay, yeah. So I'm just left with an Undo Cleric versus a Reality Smasher. love that position. Oh. Just going to leave the things in my hand for the my own discard spells, and if I draw a Path to Exile, to discard for this. And I'm just, well, I guess I'm not technically dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a double block, and I'm just going down to 1. And unfortunately, even if I was to draw an Angel of Glory Drive, that wouldn't be enough. So I wouldn't have enough life to actually be able to play the lands to cast it. Okay, now I'm just dead. So I think actually the screw up with the order I played my lands might have actually been game costing there, because I think I'm trying to think now. I can't 100% remember, but I think my creatures would have been overall bigger if I'd done that. Okay, this is a fine hand. It's going to be a turn 1 Thoughtseize now. Ooh, Blade Master. Ooh. I think I am just going to go for Blade Master. Just so much better if it can be the first or one of the first creatures you play, because okay, it's just going to die immediately. That's fine as well. Leonin Arbiter. Players can't search libraries. Any player play with 2 for the player to acknowledge the effect till end of turn. Sure, I hope I don't draw any more fetch lands. Okay. So, let's go Hedron Crab. Play the land. That's Quasi-Duplicate and an Excavator. Nothing else relevant. So the Leonin Arbiter is good against the fetch lands, got to get good with Ghost Quarter and good with Path to Exile, which I assume Bandit Keith is playing. Yep. That's interesting. I think they must have improved the interface with the Leonin Arbiter at some point. Previously you had to actually preemptively activate this, I think, is the way it was. Oh god, and a Ghost Quarter as well. I think you have to like preemptively activate it before something that would force you to search comes up, but now it's like you can do it in response, which is nice. Yep, there goes the land. depleted Delta. I think I'm just going to try and get this out. There's an Angel. I think what I do on his upkeep, just because there's another Ghost Quarter or a Path to Exile, you ignore it for the entire turn. So yeah, so if I get his entire turn's worth that 2 mana, that would be beneficial. Hallowed Fountain. There's a Radical Idea. Still no Unburial Rites. So I'm kind of glad I did that. In the upkeep. Wasteland Straggler maybe. Yeah, Wasteland Strangler. And I do have something in my graveyard, in my exile, so this is the path. So there goes my crab. Okay. So I guess if I actually play anything, I'll get Ghost Quality because I won't be able to pay for the Arbiter. Yeah, I'm still just going to play the Blade Master. Hopefully there's no removal in it. Brick walls the opponent's entire board. Yeah, there goes Ghost Quarter. Okay, perfect. And I guess let's just start excavating. Actually, no, you know what's better? Because I'm so far from actually getting to Unburial Rites mana anyway, let's just copy the Blade Master. Always yes. And I can attack because it's got First Strike and Vigilance. Reality Smasher, yeah. I do have 5 points of First Strike. So it's not the scariest thing ever yet. undo cleric. Alright, let's keep growing the Blade Masters. Obviously don't want to attack into the 5/5 Reality Smasher. Matter Reshaper. Not the scariest. Just don't want to see any removal out of the opponent, really. It's just a major concern. Shapeshifter, let's just get some more Blade Masters. Yeah, I still don't want to attack just because I'd be multi-block it and I'd basically be trading it for like a Reality Smasher or something, which doesn't seem worthwhile at the moment when it's getting bigger and bigger. Thought not see it maybe? No, another Reality Smasher maybe? Yeah. Still doesn't look like there's any profitable attacks on Bandit Keith's part though. Yeah. Ooh. Unfortunately, because of the Leonian Arms, I'd have to spend the entire turn to crack this. So I think I'm just gonna undo Cleric. Keep on growing my Masters. Guess I might as well play it. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should just keep it in hand for discarding. Oh, another Arbiter, so extremely unlikely I'm ever going to be able to crack this Marsh Flat. Still no profitable attacks. Oh god. This is kind of dumb, but oh actually, no. I was thinking of cracking Marsh Flats. Even though it wouldn't draw anything, just so Seathrone Coast comes into play untapped. So I could quasi-duplicate another Blade Master, but I don't have double blue to do that. I think at this point my mana is so restrained. Well, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I was just thinking about whether it's getting to the point where I actually want to mill the opponent. That's still not really true, I don't think. So there's an Unburial Rites. That's it. Yeah, I guess let's play this. I think now is the time to just target the opponent with the excavator though, just because I've got everything I need except for the land to cast it, and if I keep doing it to myself, there's a non-zero risk I'll just mill myself to death. Okay, let's just radical idea away this uncrackable fetch land. Ooh. I can't cast this yet, but certainly a useful tool to have. Tidal Scholar, okay. I guess it's a useful tool I don't have. I'll do Cleric. I mean, it's getting to the point where the easiest way to victory might just be to Hallamar Excavator the opponent into to mill them out. Okay, I think I can afford. I can afford to attack with a couple of these. Okay, just jump in with a Matter Reshaper makes sense. Path to Exile. The other one, okay. I mean, I could have saved at the ally encampment, maybe that was right. Maybe I didn't think about it long enough, it are getting low on time. But that would leave me with just 2 lands, effectively. Oh, these marsh flats are certainly proving to be less than ideal. Okay. So I guess it doesn't really matter, let's just bounce it. Just turn the on the Cleric to hand. Right, now I think it's correct to sacrifice this just so Secret Encode can come into play untapped. So I can jumpstart the quasi-duplicate to get another Halima Excavator. And then that's... One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. It's 14 cards. Definitely looking like no Titans. That's Cleric. Hopefully for the win. And yep, nothing to shuffle it back. And there we go, just in the nick of time. That was a quite the lengthy match. Right, on to round 2. Okay, we're on to round 2 on the play against Dice Shuffler, and that seems acceptable. Had a free blade into Blade Master into hopefully another land for a free blade and a shapeshifter. Courtyard, I suppose. It's had a time. What are we facing? Ooh. Can't be blocked by humans. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going on the attack then. Let's just go Hallowed Fountain. Master the Blade. Looks like it's going to be a game where I'm not going to need my graveyard too much. So, looks like I'm not going to be able to stop the Stormcoat Noble from growing, but hopefully at least I'll be able to grow my creatures quicker. Gul'Dar's Vampire. Opponent has 10 or less life, gets +2/+1, +2/+1, and has Intimidate. Oh, Fatal Push, that's annoying. Okay, looks like it's going to be a... had a free blade kind of of game. Free blade into another free blade. Into some more free blades. Oh, don't want to stop. Feast of Blood. Destroy target creature, you gain 4 life. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Let's just keep making more free blades. swing for 5 in. Oh, more removal. Now, is it better to... Let's just attack with both. And try to farm away the no-ball. Tharkarath Gorger. Okay. Thought Scour. Okay. Let's see what I can get. Ooh, I certainly do not mind that. This grows the free blaze up to 5 total damage, so either have to be a removal spell or a chump block with the Gorger. So maybe a removal spell. Yep, terminate. Down to 2. And a noble. Can't block that because it's got intimidate. Let's undo cleric. And then force an either a double trump block or another removal spell. It's like another removal spell. But it will be at least a chump block. Can they afford to attack? Well, I certainly think so. With both. Uh-oh. So that's 5 damage, so that's not enough for Lightning Bolt to kill me. Okay, yeah. Free blade goes down. So might as well get in with a cleric. And another removal spell. Okay, so I guess I'm getting hit for 3. I do kind of need something here. Okay. That is at least something. Although I can't attack. Oh, wait. Okay, I was mistaking Intimidate for Menace. So I'm just dead. Can't be blocked by, except by artifact creatures and creatures that share a colour with it. Okay, so that was a pretty ridiculous game. So it seems like Lyshoth's got a little bit of removal in their deck there. Doesn't seem like a horrible matchup for me. If I can get my lands to actually play out all my cards. I mean, the removal is pretty good against allies in general, just because things like Heart of Freeblade, you can kill them early. Later ones aren't very good, but I mean I think the combo element of the deck should work out fine. Just try and pressure him again. Is the Blade Master just going to die immediately? That's the question. So it seems like there's a lot of that going on. Yep. Alright, let's shift out another Freeblade. Time for 3. And then just throw Scour at end of turn. Okay, I think it's fine getting hit with 2. And another removal spell. Seems to be about 90% of thy Shuffler's deck. Give or take. Keep on pushing out the 3 blades. Something else get fatal pushed or lightning bolted. Okay. No, I don't want to. Silent Visitor. So this one, beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Let's just grab Godless Shrine, I think. Ooh, don't mind if I do. With that. So I can grow this up to a 5/5. I prefer to just be able to make my creatures 2/2s on the defense. Okay, so it's just all creatures. So this triggers putting him down to 5. Does get a card though, so and then I guess I'm just going to attack with a trio of 5/5s. Or a trio of lethal attackers because of Mirror Entity. Okay, so I just make them 3/3s. Well, let's all of my creatures survive, and I can still cast the Blade Master. Come on to the stack. Not want to freak out when I've only got 3 triggers. There we go. Always, yes. And there we go. Okay, so I managed to draw more allies than my shuffler managed to draw removal spells that game, so things went a little bit better. Yeah, seems like another fine hand. Grab a planes, I think. So this thing might just die instantaneously. Nope. So, from what I've seen, I've got to assume that something's going to die immediately here. I'm going to try, even though playing the Blade Master first would grow the free blade. Yeah, I didn't, on the assumption that this might allow my free blade to actually just survive, which is overall a slightly more powerful creature. Just got a hallowed... No, that's not what I meant to get. Oh well. I meant to get a hallowed fountain, just for the double blue on Quasi Watchmathingy, in case I draw that. Definitely don't need another black. You got for 3 mana. Gatekeeper of Malakir, okay. So this is sort of problematic, because now I don't have anything for Jori Shapeshifter to copy. Okay, right, I guess I'm not doing anything. I think I'm okay taking one hit from the Gatekeeper before I start throwing out Paths to Exile. Managed to successfully grab a hallowed fountain this time. And just going to run out the Undead Cleric and attack Wall Street Grade, because again, I think it's just so likely that there's just a handful of... Oh, looks like it's going to die in response anyway, so I don't even get any life. Because it's equal to the amount of allies you have in play. But I was going to say, I wasn't going to play the Jori Shapeshifter just because if you play a Jori Shapeshifter and the only ally you have in play dies, it just enters as a 0/0, and that's not exactly what I want. Burial Rites represents a 2 creatures though, if I can actually get to that point. So that might be able to help fight through the removal, the wall of removal. I think I'm going to Path to Exile now, just because I'm going to be spending 5 mana next turn to cast on Burial Rites. Drowse Vampire. Well, let's get back a Blade Master. Let's pay the right mana for it. Is it about to die? Tis not. I'm about to go down to 8. Presumably so the Glordraz Vampire can get in. So I'll almost certainly want to path that. And the Gatekeeper of Malakir. let's bring back the Blade Master again. And the question here is whether to shapeshift to try and copy the Blade Master again. It runs the risk of running into more removal, or to just play the Cleric. I kind of feel like the speed at which the Dice Shuffler passed this turn indicates they just auto pass, which means no instant speed removal. I'm going to take the risk. Yes. Thank goodness. Another Gatekeeper. Oh, I certainly hope there's not another Gatekeeper in hand. Because that would be annoying. God, it feels like there is. No, just a Dreadbore. So that's also bad for me. Halimar. Trying to decide now whether to play the Halimar or the Ondu Cleric first. It's 1 life versus 1 milled card. I think the life is probably more valuable. Just going to take 2. That's not what I needed to draw. Try to hold it in hand again for the jumpstart cards in my deck. Okay, I'm going to play it now. I don't want to fall down to 3 because I think there's a very good chance I'll just die to a lightning bolt at that point. Strongcave Noble. No land, no land, no land. Okay, that's not a land. Come on, I just need to hit an Angel and an Unburial Rites. I got the Angel, but no Unburial Rites. Ondu Cleric's at least not a human, so it can block the Noble. And double Halimar Excavator might stop the Gatekeepers from attacking. Vampire Lacerator. Okay, so that's another 2-2. Quasi-duplicate. Okay, sure, why not? There's only one Unburial Rites left in the deck, unfortunately. Nope. Nope. And nope. Another Stronghold Noble. Or at least with a quasi-duplicate in the graveyard, whatever I draw here, I'm milling for... sorry, let's just create that. Milling for 12. So the odds of not hitting the Unburial right here are not high. There's an Unburial right, so thank goodness. Sorry, 60. I was milling for 60. I was counting 3 times 4 instead of 3 times 12. Instead of 4 times 4 rather, so this is going to be extremely painful for me. Even though it looks like I probably will win. Just because there's going to be a lot of triggers now. And I might actually not even be able to stack them all in time to win. The game goes so slowly when you've got this many triggers on, not on the stack, waiting to be put on the stack. So I just spent 7 minutes not winning the match. I didn't even get close to stacking everything. I mean, once you get down to just one kind of trigger, then they auto stack, but it's, I mean, I would still need probably a few more minutes to actually stack this whole of these. Oh, that's a shame. I'm counting that as a win for the deck, though, even if it's not, technically. Alright, on to round 3. Okay, we're into round 3. Just gotta brush off that painfully long failing to win last game. I'm on the play against Mataberto, and I have a hand. So we've got Path of Exile and Heart of Freeblade, and it's not bad if I do get to my second land. So I can Relical Idea, ditching the Angel of Glory's Rise at some point. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can path my own creature. I kept it. I'll see how it goes, but certainly risky. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Something white. Hopefully they'll have a Path to Exile to use on my creature. Come on, path me. No. So, I mean, obviously the Pathland comes into play tapped, so there's no point in doing it now, but... Ooh. Well, there's an interesting thing. Okay, I'm actually going to pass now, just to... If we're both going to be stuttering along on nothing... Well, I'd rather not do that and actually be able to start playing things. Mataberto actually has to discard. Discards kill shots. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, it's tempting to radical idea to try and hit a third land, but against a opponent who's stumbling, aggression is not a bad policy. Play a pair of Blade Masters and try and beat down with them. Okay, so we've both hit our second land one way or another. Johnny Pridemate, interesting. So that one could be a problem. Certainly got the greater potential to grow, or a decent potential to grow bigger than the Blade Masters. Hey, a whole third land. Still just going to play the second Blade Master. Again, still just want to start applying pressure. Pair of Blade Masters can easily trump a Pridemate on the defense, just because it's two of them and they've got first strike. So even if it grows big enough, they can still potentially defeat it in that sense. But it's not super hard for the Pridemate to get bigger. Can stop them from attacking, but another Pridemate's not. Well, it's not life gain, so it's got that going for me. Just going to Radical Idea and then probably play the Halimar Excavator. Grab a Plains and grab the Blade Masters a bit more. For 7. Ooh, that's not a good block, I don't think. First strike kills one of them and then the other one isn't big enough to kill the Blade Master. Okay. Must have just forgotten about the... I mean, there is a lot of text on Blade Master. It is easy to forget about some of the ability. Militia Bugler. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature card power 2 or less from among them, put it into your hand. Okay. What are we being shown? Field Marshal. Soldier Lord. Well, first strike will be decent against my own first strikers, but still don't hate the position I'm in. Let's just ditch the Glow Angel and play another Halimar. And attack for another 9. Just jump in with the Primate. Okay. Ally encampment. So if I play the mirror entity, attack with everything. That's a double chump. Otherwise they're dead. Seems like a reasonable direction to go in. Ooh, and yeah, there's a curious interaction that the opponent's field marshal, other soldier creatures get +1/+1 and have third strike, so the mirror entity actually gets +1. Actually, I think this no, I was going to say this wins me the game, but it doesn't actually, because the way mirror entity works, until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness plus XX and gain all creature types. So pay it for 3, this becomes 3/3 soldiers, and then the field marshal makes them 4/4. There you go, it does win me the game, 4/4 with first strike, so yeah. And then you just have to trump the other two. Okay, well I'm definitely not keeping this one land hand. Or this 0 land hand. God, I think I'm keeping this horrible 5 land hand. 5 card hand. I can't do anything. Well, at least there's castable. I don't hate having castable cards in my hand. Okay, so I guess I'm leaning pretty hard on these Halimar excavators. And when I say these, I mean the actual one and the Drory Shapeshifter. So nothing on 1 and 2, I've got to assume that... Ooh, Preeminent Captain. First strike, when it attacks you may put a soldier creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Fair enough. Okay. Don't love that draw. Nothing relevant's gone to the graveyard yet. In fact, just a bunch of lands that I very much would have preferred to draw, except for the War Through Grave. So it puts these things tapped and attacking. But at least a pair of 1/3s are good against it. 2/2 first strike. scariest thing that I know that's a soldier preeminent captain can put into play is like a 6/6 thing that creates a bunch of tokens. Oh, this might be bad. Playing a field marshal means that the preeminent captain can successfully attack, and the excavators can't really do anything about it. And a bugler. Well, this is starting to look bad for me. Dawnbringer Charioteers. Flying Lifelink Heroic. Put 1/1 counter on it. Okay. Not willing to throw any creatures away quite yet. Okay, Seachrome Coast. So I might be able to use the Path to Exile to kill the Field Marshal and eat the preeminent captain. Just like assuming nothing too horrible is put into play with the preeminent captain. Maybe just the Dawnbringers, the Charioteers. Yeah. I am still in a position where I'm going down to 10 and facing a flyer. It could be worse. I could be going down to 8 and facing a flyer with a lord behind it. Okay, I guess let's pay 2 life and start mastering the blade. See, you've got an angel, but no unburial rights yet. Soldier creatures have vigilance, and you can pay 3 to create a 1/1 soldier creature token. Okay, I mean it's fairly potent, but I think slow enough that if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose to the Charioteers anyway. So, ooh, not necessarily. Yeah, I think I'm just going to farm the Charioteers. It just buys me so much time. Although, thinking about it, having a heroic card in the deck might indicate some cheap protection spells. And that would be kind of a blowout. If instead of killing the Charioteers, I just make it stronger. Okay, yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna Blade Master again. Just try and hit the Unburial Rights to combo off. Nope, still no Unburial Rights. Pacifism, okay. If I hit planes, so no, I've still got a planes, basic planes I can search up, so I guess I have the advantage of being able to do both this turn. Although I suppose I did just put myself in range where one heroic trigger kills me. I don't know, I think it was worth it. And that is no one very alright. It's okay, just another pacifism. Ooh, I'm tapping out. So now I know I can safely farm away the Dawnbringer. Okay, let's undo Clarion's. Helps with the stabilization process. And I am milling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each trigger. So we're getting to the point where even trying to combo off wouldn't work just because it's going to take so long. Well, 15 minutes is enough. I don't really want to spend 10 minutes or whatever stacking triggers. So I'll just target myself with one and then target the opponent with the other. And then I can just maybe quasi, when I get some extra, maybe just quasi duplicate another excavator and just mill them out. The old-fashioned way. So that is still no burial rights. Union Vanguard. Beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures, gets +1/+1 until end of turn, you gain 1 life. There's an Unburial Rights. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for the less thing with the less painful UI and create another excavator and just try and mill the opponent out with regular old triggers. I can next turn I can Unburial Rights another excavator and that should do it. Pentock Ward. Choose a colour, draw a card, it's got protection from it. So pro white. I think that should be it then. Fine, just taking 4. And let's bring back Halimar Excavator. Have them all target the opponent. No cards in the graveyard and no cards in the library, and there we go. Okay, here we are with the bonus round against Kumagoro, just because I apparently have an insatiable desire to edit more video content on the play, and this seems like a very Kazandu Blade Master hand, but certainly an acceptable one. Okay, black-green out of Kumagoro, it's not surprising, it does seem to be his favourite colour combination. Maybe just mono-green. Treefolk Harbinger. When it enters the battlefield, search the library for a treefolk or forest and put it on top of your library. Okay, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm facing treefolk here. Okay, so just grabbing another forest. I'm going to grab a Godless Shrine, I guess. And let the Blade Mastering commence. Very convenient that I drew a Thought Scour, because next time I can Blade Master and Scour. I think if I Crunchy Teacher is a treefolk with base power and toughness 04 and loses all abilities. So it's a 1/5, it keeps the +1/+1 counter, but it's won't trigger from any more Blade Masters. It won't grow any bigger from other Blade Masters. Sapseed Forest is the gain life if you control 2 or more green permanents. Let's scour my own thoughts. Didn't hear anything relevant. Let's just Blade Master and shapeshift into another Blade Master. Guess there's no point attacking with a 1/5. Into an 03. Cultivate. Search the library after 2 car basic lands. One comes into play, one goes into hand. Okay, so definitely looking like a mono green deck here. So go cleric, shapeshifter, 4, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16. Let's just get having a unreasonable number of Blade Masters. That seems like fun. Mono green's not going to have any board wipes. I'll just have to jump the 6/6 and go to 5. And you'll have to do something impressive not to die here. I don't know what that would be, but nope, there we go. I win game 1. Nice quick Blade Mastery victory. This looks significantly less Blade Mastery, but I think it's keepable, if nothing else. There's the Harbinger again. What are you binging this time? Bosk Banneret. It's just a cost reduction on Tree Folk and Shamans. Grab a Hollow Fountain, I guess. And start freeing some blades. The Bosk Banneret, and well, I was going to say for curve considerations I might want to play the Jwari Shapeshifter, but it looks like the thing that's going to wreck my curve is going to be the lack of white mana anyway, so let's just play another free blade and play Tap War through Grave. And also yield some more triggers. Always the most fun part of playing this deck is triggers, triggers, triggers. Dauntless Dalbark. Power and toughness equal to the number of forests you control plus the number of tree folk you control. Trample as long as you control another tree folk. So probably going to want to kill that. That was not a great draw. Alright, let's Jwari up another free blade. And then just kill the Dalbark or exile it. And attack for 3. And a Cultivate, that's not too bad. Lightning Greaves, Shroud and Haste. Okay, I can understand why you'd have that in a deck with things like Dauntless Dalbark. It's just Mirror Entity. for 9. 7, sorry. No point attacking with the 2-3 into a 1-3. And then Mirror Entity's very nice for the harder free blades because their base power is 0-1. Never mind. Timber Protector. Other creatures control get +1/+1. Other tree folk and forest control have indestructible. Okay, so that's going to make it a little bit hard to get in there. Alright, I guess it's just some harder free blades for a while. Dauntless Darbark. Okay, so that's a 12-12 Indestructible Trample Haste Shroud. I think I'm just going to throw this in front of it. Go down to 9. Okay, I guess I'm playing another harder free blade. If I attack with these 3, jump with this next, no, that won't work. I don't think there's a reason to attack. And a Lingify. Plus up to a 6/10. Oh, and it is also a tree folk, so it makes the Dauntless Darbark slightly bigger. No, that won't work. Okay. Just a Thought Scour. Ooh, an Ando Cleric. And I'll say a Quasi Duplicate. I think the Undo Cleric is... well... I guess if I Quasi Duplicate and I draw land next turn, I can just Unburial Rights the Angel. Elder. Beginning of your upkeep, you look at the top card of your library. If it shares a creature type, reveal it, and you can play it without paying its mana cost. Pretty sure the Dauntless Darbark's still the primary issue though. Okay, I'll do Cleric into Halimar Excavator. That buys me a bunch of time because it gives me a bunch of life. And it helps set up the Unburial Rites win, which it's kind of looking like it's going to have to be. Radical Idea, so at worst next turn I can discard the Unburial Rites to the Radical Idea, and then next turn combo off. Oh, another Dauntless Darbark. That might be a problem. A pair of 14/14 tramples. Maybe he'll forget to move the Lightning Greaves over. And he'll be able to play the... He can put something on the top of his library and then that sets it up for Leafcrown Elder next turn. And another Dauntless Darbark. So I'm very much feeling like I probably won't have time to Radical Idea the Unburial Rites into my graveyard, so I do kind of just need to draw a land. So I'm getting attacked for 30 trample. I've got 10, 21, 22, 26, 29. Yeah, I mean, there's no way I can survive the third Dauntless Darbark, so I guess I want to do it in a way where I just let all the humans die. That's 11, that's 21 points of defense. Still taking 9, going down to 2. Okay, I don't think it matters too much what I do, as long as I'm not dying. Come on, give me that land. Give me that Blade Master. Fairly certain there's nothing I can actually draw to get me out of this, but let's jump start anyway. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Alright, game 3, let's Let's win this. Let's not lose to Kuma. That's the greatest shame in the world. Yeah, let's keep this. Hedron Crab into Excavator. Good way to start the for a combo win. Oh, I hit on burial rights already. Not too shabby. Just hope the pair of angels aren't right on the bottom of the deck. Well, I've got a radical idea to clear out if it ends up into my hand. And a Lightning Greaves. So, I mean, I could hold up Path to Exile to try and hit something either Lightning Greaves up, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's better to actually try and just win on my own terms rather than trying to disrupt him too much. Chip in for Mighty 1 damage. Might actually want to save these Paths to Exile just to accelerate myself. Dungrave Elder, Hexproof, Power and Toughness equal to the number of forests you control. Okay. So I force to take 3. Let's undo Cleric. Still no angels. Just another Unburial Rights and a Quasi-Duplicate. Cultivate. Out to Kuma. So that'll grow the Dungrove decent amount. Presume that's why he's playing the card, is for the things that scale to the size of the amount of forest. Ah, perfect. Still no angels. I wasn't really thinking about what I wanted to get. Let's go call the Shrine. Still no angels. Just want to check if Quasi-Duplicates, I believe it's sorcery. Yeah. Let's just play a Had a Free Blade. That's the Farm to Market. Banneret. Not super scary at this point. I think what I might do is just block with the Had of Free Blade. I was going to say block with the Had of Free Blade and then path it. Okay, so it's getting a little bit more scary. Oh, I guess I should have just pathed the Dauntless Dauberbark in response. That was pretty dumb. Okay, block there. Path my own creature. Suddenly worried that this has got trample, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Grab a plains. Just go ahead and mill one of my angels. That's fine. That's just what I want to do. Okay, looks like that's not happening. And of course, it's a 4, 10. Okay, I think I should be able to still survive. I just need to Radical Idea the angel out of my hand. Another Dauberbark, but I'll remember to path this in response to it. Response to that. Hopefully there's not another one, because that would kill me. Salt formation. Okay. So that's 10, 21. I need to put at least 8 in front of this. God, I think I'm gonna die, aren't I? Because I can put 8 on it, but then I can't block both of these other things. Right, that's all there is to it. Still taking 4 here. Yeah, okay, that was pretty close, but we did actually manage to smash me down with these Dauberbarks. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess the mistake there was, big mistake was on the first Dauberbark. I forgot to kill it in response to lightning greaves being attached to it, and then I would have there'd been one less attack from it, and I would have survived. And well, I was gonna say win the game, but then I would have Unburial Rites, Angel of Glory's Rise, and 1, 2, 3. There's more than enough humans in there to time me out. If Kuma wasn't merciful enough to just concede to it. Here we are back with the deck. Technically it went 2-2, but one of the losses was to the MTGO UI, and to be fair, I don't really blame the program for not being able to handle putting so many triggers onto stack at once, because I mean even the combo decks, generally speaking, that deal with lots of triggers don't do them all at once, so it is sort of the very cornery of corner cases. And the other loss was to my own bumbling misuse of Path to Exile in that last game against Kuma. So in terms of deck design, I think it's absolutely considered a 4-0. As far as changes go, the only thing I really wanted to change was get rid of the black fast lands. I don't really know why I thought this was a good idea. Ditch those, add another planes, and add another only in 3 Seachrome Coasts. Because I mean, the deck just doesn't need, obviously just doesn't need black mana early. The only thing it is for is Unburial Rites, which is ideally not, you're not going to be casting it with black mana. Even if you are, it's not going to be any earlier than turn 5. So the just the 2 shock lands plus the fetch lands are enough to handle that. Honestly, the only other thing to think about is, I think, the Radical Idea versus Quasi-Duplicate versus Farm to Market conundrum, and honestly I'm still not sure which one I want more. They all had their moments where they were useful, so just a big shrug basically there. I just need to keep playing with them, keep testing them. This is the first time I've played this ally deck in Modern. Previously I had a legacy version of it that was using had Brainstorm, and I was using that to get Angel of Glory's Rise out of my hands, since you could Brainstorm and then put the Angel back on top and then trigger Halimar Excavator or Hedron Crowd to put it into the grave. But I do like this new version that has ways of getting them out of my hand that actually can be cast by milling them with Halimar Excavator. That's definitely useful. Yeah, I think that is everything I have to say about it. I like the deck a lot in every aspect except for how you actually have to play with it on Magic Online. That really just is the deck's biggest flaw, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, thanks for watching, and